Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Share the content, if you would, with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. Let's take a look at the charts. I am going to start with this image here, and that is that, a week ago, roughly, we settled below a rising two-thirds speed line that is now at 114.18. And below which 85.32 remains a 2 to 3 week objective. Upward retracements to 114.18 should be considered sell opportunities, whether that means you've been long the last few days or whether you're looking to go short on a 2 to 3 week basis, anticipating a bearish follow through then. Bearish rotation back into the mid-80s, say by the end of October or sooner. I say 2 to 3 weeks. It could take longer, obviously, if we get locked into a consolidated framework in the interim. And so that is sort of, that is the big picture. Now, I also have, you can see here, 102.83. That is a low settlement price that was put out on Friday. That is a soft intraday pivot point. Can contain intraday selling pressures. Now, there is, of course, that descending channel top that we've been showing quite a bit short term at 103.31 today. So, there was a bit of head scratching. Should we call it 103.31 or 102.83? I'll let you be the chooser on that. But we're rounding down to 102.83, the low settlement price, to allow slippage against 103.31. You could say this market remains buoyant, constructive, short term. That is to say, through the rest of the week above this 102.83 area, anticipating 114.18 as a 2 to 3 day possibility. And I say possibility because we are, after all, in a sell signal, and there's no, the possibility of the market's ability to test 114.18 will be challenged, let's put it that way, because of the sell signal that's in play. But if tested, and it may well be over the next day, 2 or 3, can contain buying through next week, possibly through October trade, and from here we can fall into the mid-80s within 2 to 3, 3 to 5 weeks, depending on volatility, of course. Now, if we do close above 114.18, that is a rejection of a meaningful sell signal, at least from my perspective. And with that, I would expect 126.38 within probably 3 to 5 days. And over time, as I've been saying, if we happen to reject that sell signal that was put out a week ago by settling back above the 114.18 speed line, I do think that carries with it likely bullish continuation over the following 2 to 3, 3 to 5 weeks to what is now 137.14 and climbing, converging over the next week and a half with the 140.76 June all-time high. So closing above 114.18, no good reason to be short NVIDIA through the rest of the week, through the rest of September, and even really well into October trade, because I do think there's a very good chance, and that's what we would be indicating, that's what we would be suggesting, is that you play the long side then, rather than the short side at 114.18, closing above it, you're playing the long side to 137.14. This could be a 2 to 3 week move, could take 3 to 5 weeks depending on volatility. But until then, 114.18 is your short sale area. 102.83 is an area that can contain intraday selling, possibly daily selling pressures, given the relatively reduced volatility from what we saw about a week ago. If we break 102.83 today, 98.91 is likely. So 102.83, a pivot point, you can buy into it, you can buy the dip, at 102.83 that just might hold for the day. But if we break 102.83, expect 98.91, which is the low settlement price that was actually put out following the June high. And yes, we can bottom out here for a day, and if we close below 98.91, I would expect this 85.32, this targeted formation still below 114.18 inside of 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks following a settlement below 98.91. 85.32 is a solid, profit-taking area for you short position holders, and also a good area to go long, to bottom pick the market, I'm going to say through the rest of the year, because from here we can round then up to what would then be channel resistance in the 120s. That is nothing more than a trend line at this point in the upper 120s. Upside, I've got 106.55, 109.65, and 112.53 that can give the market trouble on an intraday basis. If we push through 112.53, 114.18 is likely. The solid day trade level, solid 3 to 5 day swing trade back to perhaps 98.91, and solid 3 to 5 week swing trade, possibly within 2 to 3 weeks, back to 85.32. Once again, closing above 114.18, no good reason to be short NVIDIA through the rest of the week and really into October trade. 120.89 then likely by Friday's close. 126.38 within about 3 to 5 days. And as I said earlier, this 137.14 formation within about 3 to 5 weeks. It's about as simple as that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Put out a stock pick on Tuesday in American Tower, that global cellular infrastructure company, poised for a significant, I'm not going to say anymore. It's worth viewing. You just might want to check it out. You can see it for free. You got a 5-day free trial up front every time you set up a wickedstocks.com account. You can bail out within 5 days at no cost to you whatsoever. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Thursday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great evening.